How's it going, guys? Back with another video, and today I want to talk about the new M. Night Shyamalan film, Trap. Now, this is a film that's centered around a father taking his daughter to a pop concert, and no spoiler alert, because it's already shown in the trailers, that the father is a serial killer, and he does not know that someone has leaked this information that he's going to be at the concert, and they are trapping him in the building, and he has to figure out how to get out, how to slip under the authorities' finger, and also without letting his daughter know that he's a serial killer, and find a way out of this building. And that's pretty much the premise of the film, and it's one of those ideas where like it immediately hooked me watching the trailer, because it was like, oh, this could be a lot of fun. And that's usually what you get out of an M. Night Shyamalan film when you watch a trailer, at least of his. Oh, that's a great premise. Like, ooh, this could be really good. He's got a lot of Hitchcockian ideas that seem like they could be a lot of fun. I'll start with some positives. Like, I do like that this is set in a concert. Like, that seems like a great idea, to have a thriller where you have lots of people and a lot of noise. Easy to miss a serial killer. And premise-wise, great idea. The performances of the music itself, really good. I like the choreography there. The movie is shot on film, so it does look good. Some of the cinematography isn't bad. Josh Hartnett is having fun with the script as well. That is pretty much where my positives really end, because I personally just did not like this movie at all. And I think this just stems with M. Night Shyamalan, whether he's kind of your flavor of director or not. The last couple of movies that he has done, the writing has just been flat out abysmal. Like, I've just been clasping my forehead every time some unnatural piece of dialogue comes on screen, and I'm like, I am mishearing things. This cannot be what I'm hearing. The writing doesn't seem human. And maybe this is his element of like humor being thrown, but last I checked, this was a thriller, and I had to double check this because the writing is easily the worst thing about this movie, and not a single line of dialogue feels natural. You would think that aliens came down to Earth and they're trying to fit in with human beings. Like, nothing feels natural, and nobody has chemistry with anybody on screen. And then the plot, like, for the first 30 minutes, we're in this concert, and it seems like it could be a interesting little idea. Oh, how is he gonna escape from this concert? It's fun. But then you realize you still have a whole hour left in the film, and where is it possibly gonna take this idea? Like, we're stretching the ideas beyond belief. And once we get out of that concert hall, that's when this whole script just goes completely bonkers. You know, I just imagine M. Night Shyamalan sitting there in front of the screen, looking at ChatGPT, typing away, make a good movie. Make humans sound human. Let's throw a twist. You know, I like those. Let's add a flavor of Psycho and The Guest in here. Oh, don't forget, I like to be in the movie too. Let's put me in a cameo role. And it's just like, it's such a frustrating experience, because you feel every moment of this movie, because it just runs out of ideas, and it doesn't develop a single one of them. And we're jumping from one plot point to the other, and there's just so many plot holes in this story. By the time you get to the end and we have the twist, it really isn't much of a twist. Like, as much as a film that is centered around being thrilling and having you be in this kind of tight crowds in a concert where there's so much noise, none of it actually gives you any anxiety. There are no thrilling moments in the film, because you just don't care about any of the characters, because they're so comically written, they're so awkward. I've been personally saying this to myself for the longest time, that M. Night Shyamalan should stop writing his own movies. Could just direct and let someone else take your ideas and actually form them into logical ideas that can be shown on a screen where it's not laughable. I watched this in a movie theater, and when we got this unnatural dialogue, people were laughing nervously. After the 30-minute mark, people were just howling with laughter. And I was a little bit confused because I'm like, why are people laughing? Like, this is a serious moment. We're following a serial killer, and there's a scene where he's like has someone in a basement that's trapped, and he's trying to escape, and people are laughing, and that just that right there should tell you everything you need to know. Like, if you want to get a good laugh out of this, maybe you could find some entertainment value here, but unfortunately, this is just being added to the pile of terrible films from M. Night Shyamalan, and it sucks because I do like a lot of his movies. Unbreakable, I think, is a super underrated film. Sixth Sense is pretty good. The Village and Signs, I do give a pass to, and Split was okay for what it was, but every film after that has just been absolutely abysmal. For every good or semi-decent film he makes, he does a complete 180, and it's just an unwatchable movie. And this is just the case with this. I'm seeing a lot of actually positive reviews for this film, and I'm not sure, you know, why that is. Like, there are some moments where like, ooh, that's a good idea, but it's just not expanded upon, and none of the characters are developed, and you're left with a bunch of ideas that are not cohesive. They don't feel like a complete story. M. Night Shyamalan, you know, he's a local director in PA, and I want to support him because I know he has some really good ideas, like I said, but unfortunately this is another really bad script that just feels like it was written either by a 12-year-old because of so much exposition and pandering to the audience like they're idiots, that it's either that or it was written by ChatGPT, because this was just kind of embarrassing, and I did not have any fun watching it. In fact, after the 30-minute mark, I was looking at my watch wondering how much more time there was. This just seemed like a movie with a good idea, and M. Night Shyamalan just wanted to promote his daughter's singing career. His daughter sings pretty well, and the performances were fun to watch on stage, and like I said, conceptually good premise, terrible story behind the movie. Like, this, Josh Hartnett does everything he can possibly do to salvage this film, and he's having fun, but I tell you what, I was not having fun. It's just one of those movies where tonally, the comedy, if it's even going for it, it just doesn't work. It's not like The Guest. It doesn't really land. In the last 6 years that I look at, you know, Split was the last good movie I think he made. A movie like Old and Knock at the Cabin were just not movies that I liked at all, like even in the slightest. And somehow those I still preferred, because even with those films, they made sense to some aspect. It just, the twist and the writing is just always what really hurts his films. And like I said, he just needs to hire a writer, because these movies have potential. Like I said, he's an idea guy. He's not a writer. Or if he ever was a good writer, certainly hasn't been seen in the last decade, because it's just complete 180s with his films. So that really sums it up for Trap. I know some people might have fun with it. For me, absolutely did not do it, and for that reason, I'm going to be giving Trap a 1.25 out of 5 and a F letter grade rating. Just a struggle to sit through this one. That is my review of Trap. If you guys have any thoughts about this movie, if you saw it and you loved it, please do comment your thoughts down below. I'd be curious to hear what people's thoughts were on a movie like this, because maybe there's some fun to have and maybe I just missed something. So do comment your thoughts down below. Hit that like and subscription button down below. And thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in another video.